No Skyrim?
Aren't you the one I saw running away from that crazy guy? Man, New Atlantis gets crazier by the day. If the gangs can keep from killing each other, I just might have a good day. Ain't no funny stuff with that boost pack. Not enough flight traffic as it is. You know, I went to chef school. This ain't exactly where I saw myself. Get lost.
My stream
I have a
schedule:
job to do.
Skyrim, La SEA, Fallout 4, and Starfield.
Welcome to Xenofresh Fisheries, the pride of Neon. Welcome to Xenofresh Fisheries, the pride of Neon. Xenofresh is the best place to work in Neon, hands down. The pay is good, the hours are respectable, and the company's profits are skyrocketing. We're fortunate that Administrator Bayu dedicates his time and brilliance to see our company excel. The Freestar Collective has given Xenofresh Fisheries the sole right to fish chasm bass and use it to produce Aurora. If you care to sample some yourself, we have it for sale at the famous Astral Lounge. Although Aurora is our flagship product, we also produce a line of delicious seafood products as well. You've come to the right place. Xenofresh is always on the lookout for new faces to add to our family. The application kiosk is over there, but feel free to ask me any questions. Job candidates with background in chemistry are highly sought after here. I highly advise you to look at the application kiosk. It was nice talking with you. Welcome to Xenofresh Fisheries, the pride of Neon.
Tavern Anasta's run into some trouble. Word to the wise. You don't want a piece of that.
Welcome to Xenofresh Fisheries, the pride of Neon. Riley... Oh God, is that Cherny Sheetsky? Cherry? I'm so sorry. Miss Gurov would like to interview for the position. She's in the underbelly on the factory floor. She'll be expecting you. Candidates like yourself are often fast-tracked through the application process. Have a nice day! Welcome to Xenofresh Fisheries, the pride of Neon. Welcome to Xenofresh Fisheries, the pride of Neon. Welcome to Xenofresh Fisheries, the pride of Neon.
I have things for you.
Back off. That's an order, not a suggestion.
You're making your own way, your own time.
Private sector. That's where the real...
Anywhere in the galaxy.
We flew up to the star. We were so close I could feel the heat from the sunbursts. That's when they said the words, "Will you marry me?"
Can you believe Xenofresh charges us a licensing fee to fish near Neon?
Should stick to the main plaza, unless you like getting soaked by the rain.
Another day, another shift.
I'm not the one who promised a 30% increase this coastal living. In fact, you can find my goddamn recommendation on file, which you ignored.
Mr. Bay was expecting the event to go off smoothly. He personally expects it.
I can't make something out of nothing. Everything is falling apart down here. I need my new budget approved immediately. Hello? Hello? Ay!
You're the new applicant, right? Riley? So you learned on the job at Argos? Not bad, not bad. But that's not what's important. You know remedial chemistry and seem to be living and breathing. You're goddamn hired. This job isn't about asking questions. It's about getting to work. If you're too much of a pain in the ass, I can easily find 10 people that would kill for this opening. Good. Good. Take this and put it on. Time to get to work. Weaknesses. Sheesh. Wear the damn clean suit every minute you're on the job. It's for your safety. I can't have any more of you dropping dead because you can't follow simple directions. Clear? So, here is the facility. Don't go anywhere. You work the assembly line, you make what's asked, and you get paid and go back to whatever crate hole you come from. Don't ask questions, do only what's asked. Remember, you are just one tiny cog in the Xenofresh machine. Don't fraternize, except on a break. Here we go. The assembly line.
I'm no user, but I swear, working near Aurora makes me hallucinate.
Job simple. The hopper will spit out ingredients. The computer tells you what to make, you take the ingredients from the hopper. We know to the milligram what's needed. So take what's required. No more, no less. Then it comes out of your pay. You think so, right? The other thing is speed. We got a quota. As soon as the screen spits out a compound, the timer starts. So use the station to craft the compound, then put it in the other hopper. You beat the time and you maybe make Employee of the Month, get a bonus, maybe get promoted one day so you can have your own little crate rats. You take too long, Don't take too long. Questions? If your fingers are as fast as you run your mouth, you'll do fine. We understand each other, right? You get one run-through with training wheels, no time limit to learn the system. After that, the clock is ticking. Finish your shit, do well, and maybe you come back. You could go to the break room before you leave.
Can this wait? I need to wash the fish smell out of these clothes. Ugh.
Training program commencing. Create one batch. No time limit.
How did you learn to make that?
Can't talk now or I'm gonna be late for my shift.
Craft one batch. 1 minute starting now.
I've been working at Xeno for years, and I've seen Baines visit the factory once.
Craft one batch. 1 minute starting now.
Yeah, I'd rather be cleaning fish than the street gang.
Craft one batch. 1 minute starting now.
What I wouldn't give for just one solid week of sunshine.
Shift over. You can go to the break room or go home.
I hope the rest of your day is productive, too.
Valentina needs to cut. Guess what I'm not having for dinner? Hmm? If you said seafood, you win a prize.
Another day in paradise. Welcome to the line. Hope you like your every move being recorded and digitized for Silicon posterity. Here, there, everywhere.
You can really feel the trust. Yeah, we gotta stick together. Speaking of security, oh no, an outage? Fortunately for us, the damn things are broken like 98% of the time. You happen to know Nesher? Poor guy got picked up by security. Security doesn't generate money. It's an expense. An easy target if you're short-sighted and want the quarterly budget report to look good. Bingo. The fact I'm still free means Nesher didn't rat me out to security. I knew whoever he was working for would send a replacement. Are we back in business? No problem. I'll give you the cords to the merchandise. It's up to you to get it and do whatever you do. If you need more, you know, work a shift and meet me here in the break room. And I'll give you the new drop cords. Pleasure doing business with you.
When you have a moment.
Zoom in face, let's see. Bohio. Your chest is bigger than mine. Big brother. My power is lower.
Get out of my face. You want to gawk at something? Take it to the alley.
Too bad I can't squeeze any Aurora from this fish.
while we're here, you better stay off the Aurora. You don't want that drug scrambling your brains.
And now all the interested parties have convened. Yannick. Did you think you could use Aurora in my city without me knowing? Another bloodbath in Ebside isn't good for the tourists. Still, sometimes blood's gotta flow. And you must be what passes for the brain in this operation. What's the percentage in letting either of you leave here alive? An investigation. Priceless.
Bayou's insulated from any investigation. He could shoot someone in the Trade Tower's lobby and no one would admit they saw a thing.
Your associate makes a decent case, but, you fucking ripped me off, Yannick. I hate being ripped off.
Your lounge has the upscale market covered, Mr. Bayou, but there are so many credits lying on the table, begging to be taken.
Go on.
We use just a smidgen of Aurora to make blend, and blend is priced for everyone. Please tell him.
Yes, tell me. So, you've got an emerging market cornered. Yannick, I'd almost think you're a businessman. Almost.
Yannick has just started. The credits are rolling in.
Wait, did you just call yourself Yannick? For real?
Aye.
Muzzle it. Here's the deal. You get to keep smuggling Aurora out of the fishery. You make your blend and
I
sell
punched this
whatever
old man
extra Aurora
afterwards.
you want on the streets. But I'm taking 20% of the profit for having to deal with your bullshit. We're done. Yannick, get busy making me my money.
And got arrested. Ming Lee.
Just another lousy day in Neon, am I right? Oh, Yannick's heart. Still beating so very fast. Mr. Bayou is formidable, huh? Are you okay? I hope we're still simpatico, yes? Oh, you are capable, is all. Maybe good company. Bah! Our profits go down, yes, but we don't have to worry about being caught anymore. So, business as usual, yes? You do a shift at Xenofresh and your contact tells you where to pick up Aurora. You go there, make an easy and very safe pickup, and deliver it to me. No time pressure, anytime you want. Take a break if you like. You are the best thing that ever happened to Yannick. Well, maybe my firstborn. Who am I kidding? It's you.
Oh, we're seriously going to help this moron out again? What on earth for?
Time for work then. It was Riley, yes? Yes, Riley.
Picked up something you might be interested in.
got them. What do you call them? How you liking that laser gun? Pew pew.
We should make sure we're well supplied for the trip to Cassiopeia. Have something for me? Next stop, Cassiopeia, I assume.
Nothing. Pretty slow day so far.
We're going to be visiting the Astral Land while we're here. I mean, that's a given, right? Lovely day for it.
Again. Look, you can tell Mr. Okaribo that I'm doing everything I can. Blood from a stone, if you'll pardon the expression. Oh. I'm afraid I've stepped right into it again. You aren't here about Mr. Okadibo's debt to Kelkor. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Let me start over. My name's Clover McKenna, but you can call me Chloe. Sorry for me outburst. I'm not sure. I think he's afraid that I won't be here, and he'll have to deal with my father. Someone who has a lot less patience than I do. Just a few weeks ago, he paid some poor fella to come up here and request a bit more time to pay back his debt. So I snapped at you like that. I thought he'd done it again. That's kind of you. This mess with Mr. Okadibo over at the Neon Mining League has really thrown me off my game. It's a shop over in Akuchi Market. You know, the plaza next to Ryujin Tower? They sell all sorts of mining supplies and raw materials. It's a fine little shop, well stocked and immaculate. Mr. Okadibo is the owner. He's a lovely, lovely man, but his aspirations are one grav jump longer than his business instincts. Normally, yes, but in this case, Mr. Okadibo has put me in a real bind. Mr. Okadibo owes a substantial debt to Kelkor. I've given him more than enough time to try and come up with the money, but my father's patience is running out. Frankly, I don't know how much longer I can stall. For now, but let's not mistake my position for what it really is. A test set out by my father. He's set to retire in a few years, and I'm his only next of kin. But I'm guessing he's not sure if I'm ready to take over the company. So he shuttles me out here for two reasons. One, to flash a friendly face for our clients he flies out here as a perk. And two, gets his firebrand of a daughter as far away from him as possible. He's a real piece of work. Because my father has a ridiculous sense of humor, and I can't stand the name Clover. I mean, seriously, Clover? Our family's Irish, for God's sake. I don't think he could have possibly been more on the nose with that name. Ha ha, very funny, Dad. Niall? Oh, he's the CEO of Kelp Corp. The whole blessed thing. If you asked him, he'd claim he started the company with next to nothing and built it into a megacorp in under 30 years. Truth is, he tends to forget the multi-million credit trust he tapped into as a crutch. But that's my father for you. We're a tech company that primarily specializes in mining operations. We handle everything from individual standalone units to fully engineered outpost systems. Basically, if it's made of rock, our gear chews it. Might not be as glamorous as some of the other corps in this building, but it pays the bills. You'd be willing to help out. That's awfully kind of you. Just because I work for a megacorp doesn't mean I don't have a heart. Saburo, Mr. Okadigbo, he's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet, especially in this city. He really needs help, but he's too proud to accept any money from me. Maybe he'd listen to someone like you? That is a rather personal question, and I would prefer we kept things professional, if you don't mind. Oh, that'd be splendid. Just amazing. If you can get his debt off my conscience, I'd be grateful. It's been on my mind so much I've been keeping a diary. And don't worry about payment. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. McKenna always keeps that promise. When he opened the shop, he outfitted it with equipment from our company. Spent a bundle of cash he didn't have. Obviously, business hasn't been going well, because he's fallen way behind on his payments. Opening a mining business on a world almost entirely covered in ocean probably wasn't the most savvy of business plans. I suppose he intended to cater to travelers that were passing through our system. But it's clearly backfired. That poor man. Nice visiting with you.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere? It's because they have little outposts everywhere. There were so many facilities abandoned after the Colony War, the pirates used them as forward
I'm glad I
operating
ended
bases
up at
all
Kelp
over the
Corp.
settled systems.
Miss McKenna treats her employees like family.
Carrying enough clutter there, or should we find...
If you'll excuse me, I have a deadline to meet.
Have things for you.
You didn't hear this from me.
See? I told you. Look at this place. Ridiculous, right?
Why would someone open a mining supplies business on an ocean planet?
Exactly. I can't believe this place is still open. I give it a few more months before this loser packs it in.
Don't be such a jerk. We should look around and see if there's something we can buy.
Yeah,
Don't
sure.
forget, with
Wanna
all
waste
types
your
of raw
credits?
materials
You
as
go
well.
right, Dad.
Welcome, welcome, my friend. It's been a long time since I've seen a new face. I'm afraid it is. You see, when I opened this shop, I had grand ambitions of creating a mining supply empire on Volai. Yet here I am, only a few years later, pockets empty, and my business on the verge of closure. It is a sad day. That would be a blessing, my friend, but I wouldn't want to impose. Listen to me, my friend. I hear what the people say on the street. They call me crazy for opening a mining business on an ocean world. I was aiming so much higher, hoping to attract these space travelers, passing through the Volai system on their prospecting journeys. It was stupid to assume I could corner the market on mining supplies and raw materials without a solid foundation. And by God, I've paid the price. You would do that for a total stranger? Bless you, my friend. Bless you. I've come up with an idea that I'm hoping will generate a lot of interest in my business, and you were the final element that was missing. If you could bring these flyers to some of the other vendors in Neon, it would explain how we can improve our businesses as a group. Many in Neon keep to their own, and I believe this is why we fail. James Newell and his Merchant Alliance friends are on the right track, but all they do is spend their time complaining, never solving. We must unify, band together, and help each other out. Then, when one of us falls, the others can reach down and help him rise from the dust. In the meantime, we will refer people to each other's shops, perhaps even promote sales together. It would benefit us all. I would be at Neon's mercy, living in a sleep crate and walking the streets, I'm sure. But with your help, perhaps I can avoid such a fate? Wonderful. Simply wonderful. You have no idea the weight you have lifted from my shoulders. I appreciate your help. If there's anything I can do, anything at all, please, let me know. I really appreciate what you are doing for me, friend.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
Sticks, how's this month looking? We're fully stocked? Hey there, welcome to Newell's. Here, let me see that. Oh, not a bad idea. I might be onto something here. Thanks for bringing this to me. Watch your back out there.
I don't want you to get upset.
Don't even bother with him. The only place on Neon or in all of the settled systems where you can get
If we want to find a place to stay while we're here, I've heard that the Hotel Voli is top-notch. picked up something you might be interested in.
Move along.
I used to. Now,
Yeah? Buying, selling, or moving? Alright, smartass, let's cut the bullshit. You either walked into the TA to buy some goods, sell some goods, or have some liberated goods taken off your hands for a reasonable price. So, instead of wasting my time making me explain how the business world works, let's get a move on. Now that's what I'm talking about. We both want to make some money, so what'll it be? Well, first of all, the outpost in Neon is hardly anything to be worried about. They have, what, like 4 men covering the entire city? Come on! And even if one of them got, I don't know, suddenly ambitious and put the heat on us, well, there are 2 ways to solve that problem. One way is to leave an unattended cred stick on the counter. The other is to give Sayoka a call. Either way, it's business for us as usual. Nah, I don't think I want to get mixed up in that. I don't need it. Not interested. If you, find anything else, make sure you bring it to me.
Quick piece of advice. We hear the name Benjamin Bayou, and we should duck the other way. Fast.
Fix you up. Perhaps you'd better sit
That
down.
obvious? Yeah, haven't zoned in like a week. My whole body feels like it's crumbling.
Yeah, coming down off Aurora isn't easy. Don't need monks to shake it off.
The doc, he isn't gonna...
Oh my goodness. Another poor soul. All right. Tell me what happened to you. Is it an Aurora overdose? Something else, perhaps?
Well, if it worked for you, I hope it works for me.
Unfortunately, yes. You see, the more Aurora that a user absorbs, the more resistance their body builds up to its active ingredients. That means the user needs larger and larger doses in order to feel its full effect. Eventually, the doses get so incredibly large, the user's nervous system simply can't handle the overload. That's a very wise choice. Since you're clearly a first-time visitor to Reliant Neon, I'd love to offer you a free checkup, but I'm afraid I'm dangerously low on supplies. I can assure you it isn't by choice. You see, I'm a bit at odds with the current administrator of Neon. His drug is turning the streets into a graveyard, and he doesn't seem to care. We've argued about it on more than one occasion, and all he's done is try to persuade me to quit. Thinning out my supply chain is his newest tactic. There is, actually, but it requires outside assistance. At this point, I've resorted to asking anyone that has a ship registered outside of the Volii system to bring me medical supplies. I pay them for the supplies, of course, but it's the only way I can sneak them past Bayou's people at the spaceport. Now, if there's anything else I can do for you, anything at all, you just let me know. Aurora stimulates the neural circuits in the brain, specifically targeting the neurotransmitter serotonin in the prefrontal cortex. This causes significant sensory hallucinations, both auditory and visual. That's the enticement factor. As you can imagine, this state is highly addictive, and the user gets stuck in a vicious cycle. They need more Aurora to satisfy their cravings. Huh. Well, it's completely dependent upon how long the user's been addicted. People who have been using for, say, 2 years or less, I've been able to put through a full detoxification program successfully. But there are others who have been addicted pretty much all their adult lives, and I have yet to try and cure someone who hasn't relapsed. Reliant has developed a regimen to acclimate individuals like you to full gravity. It's a routine procedure and irreversible. Take all the time you need. It's a big decision. What can Reliant Medical do for you? That would be amazingly helpful. It's a relief to meet someone who gives a damn about anyone other than themselves for a change. Oh, and I'll pay you directly for the supplies, of course. It's the only way I can sneak them past Bayou's people at the spaceport. There's nothing to worry about. As long as packages aren't coming off a commercial vessel, the authorities won't scan them. That's why this has to be done slowly and methodically. If I get too much all at once, they'll catch on to my scheme. I use the proceeds from my paying customers, and by cutting a few expenses here and there, I'm able to use a bit of my own money. It's not a bother, really. The cots here at the facility are actually quite comfortable. Don't worry about me. You just watch yourself. Administrator Bayou doesn't like people that rock the boat, if you catch my meaning. Anyway, I have a contact over at the clinic in the Narian system. Abby Edding. She's one of the nurses there. She'll get you started. Thank you so much for doing this. You have no idea how helpful it'll be for the poor folk that live in Ebside. I wouldn't mind a bit of extra traffic as long as the supplies allow for it. A few extra credits never hurt. Try not to get hurt out there.
Picked up something you might be interested in. There are a ton of distractions in Neon, so I expect you to be on your best behavior here.
If you don't see what you need, feel free to ask. Welcome to Sighart's Outfitters. Everything you need to explore the settled systems. If I don't have it, you don't need it.
It's a date.
I can promise you, I'm not just using hyperbole to get your business. I've spent years perfecting my business by polling customers, measuring sales, and carefully adjusting my inventory to cater to just about everyone. So take your time, look around, ask me questions. You won't be disappointed. Thank you for noticing. I have a lot of overhead in this place, and just between you and me, I am up to my eyeballs in debt. This is a prime spot, right next to the spaceport terminal, but the bills and the rent here are astronomical. Oh yes, absolutely. It can be off-putting, I know. I picked up the habit from my mother. She was an extraordinary woman, made friends instantly wherever she traveled. Wise as well. If she was still alive, she would have told me to move my shop and cease paying these exorbitant fees. Sure, and going in, I expected it to be expensive. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with the details of my business all day. You're here to shop. So why don't you help out a poor shopkeeper like myself and buy something? I've been at this location for the last 8 years, but I've had a business in Neon for almost 20. As soon as Ryujin broke ground on the tower, I knew the city would start swarming with people, so I went all in. I love this business. It's my life. I can't imagine doing anything else. Something you wanted to... My dear mother would have said the same thing. The fees here are quite expensive, and I'm barely making ends meet. But I've always been quite stubborn. It has not always been easy, but I've been at this location for 8 years, and I won't give up. My business is my pride and joy. You won't find another store like mine on Neon, so please support my business with your patronage. You won't be disappointed. Yes, I'm aware of James's objections. That's partly why I don't go to the meetings. But if I don't pay Dexler, I'll lose my business. And what good would joining the Alliance do then? So, really, I don't have a choice here. If they want to fight Neon Security, they can. But I need to protect my livelihood. Owen Dexler is head of Neon Security, but he is less concerned with crime than he is siphoning money from honest businesses. But it's not just him. All of Neon is corrupt. The only way to survive is to give in to their demands. It's fine in theory, but this isn't New Atlantis. It's Neon. Corruption is an institution here. What can a single alliance do to stop what's built into the foundation? I don't want to seem like a defeatist, but frankly, it feels like a waste of time. You think I'm okay with it? I would like nothing more than to run my business free of Dexter's thieving. But what power do we really have? If I don't pay Dexter, he'll make sure every gang in the city takes a piece of my stock. And why is that? Rosa said that? I remember when her and James first started. They were very green. It was a different time. Okay, you've convinced me. I will stop paying Dexter his safety assurance fee. And tell the Newells I will come to the next meeting. Maybe I will even bring some beverages and snacks. You can't stand up to Neon Security on an empty stomach. Don't worry. I'll stop making the payments to Drexler immediately. Business could always be better. I'll take that. Thanks for stopping by.
It's nice to see you today. Welcome to the Hotel Volai. You mean the stuff Bayou leaves out of the brochures? Don't mind at all. Neon has 4 main districts. The ones where Bayou wants you to spend your credits are Bayou Plaza and Ikuchi Market. Those are the glitzy parts of town. Bayou Plaza is the section outside my doors, from the trade tower to the spaceport. Ikuchi Market runs from the Starport Terminal to Ryujin Tower. Not quite as glamorous as the plaza, but still expensive. Then there's Upside, running the perimeter of the upper platform. Probably not the best spot for tourists. Finally, you have the Underbelly, the working class's domain under our feet. Not much down there, but industry and a few random shops. Oh, you noticed that little thing? Yeah, that's Bayou's crown jewel. First of all, you have the Astral Lounge, flowing with Aurora, attracting every tourist within light years of Volai. Then you have exorbitantly priced offices for every megacorp, besides Ryujin, with Xenofresh Fisheries square at the top. And like the cherry at the top of his ego sundae, Bayou's got his private penthouse. I don't even want to think about what goes on up there. No, I don't think so. Ebside's filled with a few decent clubs, like Madame Salvage's place and Euphorica. You should check them out. Just watch your back. It's gang territory, which means Neon security tends to ignore what goes on in there. Most of the underbelly is taken up by Xenofresh and Generdyne's facilities, but there are a few hidden gems you might want to check out. Actually, I'd recommend checking out Off-World Eats. Cosmos and Lee run that place. They're a couple of great guys. Sounds good. Let me know if you need anything else. Maybe after you've rented a room for a few nights, I might let you in on my secret. For now, it'll just have to remain a mystery. Sorry. I just need some time to see if I can trust you. I'm sure you understand. Oh, thanks. I'll definitely give this some thought. It couldn't hurt. Remember, we always have plenty of amazing rooms.
16%. Your safety is almost guaranteed. We offer a full range of cosmetic and biological services. Need a pick-me-up? At Terra Brew, we've got you covered.
Thanks for choosing Terra Brew. What can I get you? Corporate policy requires me to state that everything Terra Brew offers is my favorite. Certainly. Please take your time.
Too much to ask for.
Welcome to Kelvin.
I'm not gonna say this twice. Get the hell away from me.
After generations of traveling some life.
This shift doesn't end soon. When is it not?
Careful screwing with the security around here. These idiots aren't quite as honest as the Freestar Rangers.
Welcome to Enhance. If you're tired of seeing that same old face in the mirror every morning and you're looking for something different, we can help. Our state-of-the-art machinery uses a patented proprietary technology that can reshape your facial features or give you a new head of hair. For a small, one-time fee, you can enhance yourself and bring a big, warm smile to your brand new face. Of course, ask anything you like. Unfortunately, once the process is complete, it can't be reversed. However, if you don't like your new look, you're always welcome to return to your original look by undergoing another treatment. Ooh, sorry, no. Once the process is complete, the sale is final. But don't worry, our system will allow you to see what you're gonna look like before you commit to the change. Great. So, would you like to undergo a treatment? Sure, ask away. Absolutely. We're proud to feature a no disfigurement guarantee. If for any reason our machine doesn't perfectly replicate the look you selected, we'll make it right. That's the enhanced promise. Great. So, would you like to undergo a treatment? I actually owe this job completely to my girlfriend, Valentina Gurov. I don't know if you've met her. She works over at Xenofresh. When I arrived here 2 years ago, I met her at the Astro Lounge. We talked, I told her I needed a job, and she got me this gig. Cool, huh? It's a little scary, though. The person I replaced totally vanished. Like, poof. Valentina said they probably had an accident or something. She's helped me out with this job so much. She even brings me business from time to time. People she sends my way. It's the best. I'll take a look, but I won't make any promises, okay? If you're looking for a new you, I'm always ready to...
Have things for you.
Look at you. Beautiful, unique, original, bored. Ever look in the mirror and wish you could see? And affordable. Prime rating of only 16%.
You don't want to be
Safety is almost guaranteed.
Cuts and scrapes to dislocated limbs.
I wonder how many poor souls who couldn't make it in New Atlantis ended up working at the fisheries in Neon.
Let me know if you need any assistance with the flyers. It's a wonderful day, my friend. Ah! Thank you so much, my friend. I believe that this will be a great boon for my business. Thank you for taking the time to do this for me. It is not often to see such kindness here in Neon. Farewell, my friend. And tell everyone we have plenty of mining supplies in stock.
I'm interested in some of your mining gear, but I'm gonna need a discount.
I'm sorry, my friend, but prices are set in stone. I'm afraid I cannot provide any discounts.
Oh, come on, man. Where am I supposed to go mining on Volii Alpha? It's nothing but ocean. Look, I'll pay 50%, but no more. You should be happy, you know? I don't exactly see any customers clamoring at your doors.
No, I cannot do that. You have to pay what everyone else pays.
Have it your way.
I'm excited to see how business improves, now that those flyers have been handed out. Oh, she did? Miss McKenna is very kind, but I cannot accept. It is my responsibility to pay the loan. If I cannot, then what happens, happens. Things have improved, my friend, thanks to you. But even when business is good, there are still ebbs and flows. The debt, on the other hand, is constant. Really? Let me take a look. Oh, I did not know she felt this way. She is always so professional. I thought she did not like me. That is why I have sent proxies to negotiate my debt. I've been told the only thing thicker than the rock on Volai is my skull. But lucky for me, Miss McKenna was able to look beneath the surface. Regardless, you have done me a service, and for that, I thank you. You can tell Miss McKenna, I mean Chloe, that I accept her offer. I do have feelings for her, and maybe now I will have the courage to tell her. I know they say never to mix business with pleasure, but there are always exceptions. It was good of you to stop by, my friend.
Have things for you.
Fill out an application today to become part of the most advanced technology corporation in the settled system. Our trained and certified. And with a crime rating of only 60%.
I think somebody just picked my pocket.
Here at Enhance, we offer a full range of cosmetic.
Stay out of trouble. We'll have a problem. Don't make my job any harder.
While we're here, you might want to stay away from the edge of the upper platform. It's a long way down.
Welcome to Keltport. If you're here to buy, I'm afraid we only sell direct to retailers. That's fantastic! I was worried he'd take it the wrong way, so I'm glad you were able to convince him. I'll arrange for the funds to be transferred immediately. Hopefully Father will forgive the late fees. And if he doesn't, I can always reimburse them when he retires. In any case, thank you. And here, for your efforts.
Picked up something you might be interested in.
I know your type. The freewheeling space ace. Got a problem?
Here at Enhance, we offer a full range of cosmetic and live your best life. We'll be here when you're
Gotta
ready.
call someone's power kept going out?
Brightest of today.
Captain. It is pleasant to see you.
Might not be Jemison, but this ship is starting to feel like home. I have something for you when you have a moment. Much as I'm eager to explore the universe, there's nothing quite like the feeling of returning home. We should make sure we're well supplied for the trip. Let's see what you've got. Next stop, Cassiopeia, I assume.
Gorgeous weather today, huh?
I have a feeling today's going to be a great day. Don't you agree?
Anything I can help you with?
Hello, Captain.
It's good to be back on board.
Opening fire!
Resident Sleeper.
Light her up!
entered the clinic's space. Please dock, or leave the area clear for incoming patients.
And we're locked in. Yes?
Stopping at the clinic to do a bit of xeno research, eh? Count me in.
Ma'am, I'm just a courier.
I am satisfied.
I understand that. I'm not blaming you.
I couldn't tell you the last time I wasn't breathing recycled air. We get the cases no one has ever seen before, or doesn't know how to treat. I guess that depends on what you consider a break. We get some time to ourselves. We're not on call all the time, but we're never that far away from it either. Now that I think about it, I haven't actually left the clinic since I got the job. I actually hadn't really noticed. No, not really. This is my home now. The people here are wonderful, and the work we're doing is incredibly important. That's what really matters. New-ish. I've only been here a year, which, well, when you compare it against Dr. Darvish's career, it's not much, is it? I'm thrilled to have the opportunity, but it's been an adjustment. Very few cases here are simple, and most of them are medical emergencies. Hey, let's keep our voices down. The clinic doesn't exactly know I'm giving its supplies away. That being said, I've been expecting someone soon. I've heard Bayou really has a vice grip on Neon right now. I have some supplies I can give you. Should be more than enough for now, and it shouldn't draw any suspicion from the clinic. I'll have them loaded onto your ship. What the clinic doesn't know won't hurt them. That's why it's important to keep this as confidential as possible. I'm putting my job on the line to do this, but I know that the people of Neon need help. I'm willing to take the risk and skim a few supplies from the clinic. But if the clinic finds out, then I'm out of a job and Neon is out of supplies. Again. So, let's not be too conspicuous. He's a good friend of mine. We both worked at the same clinic in Aquila City. The work was hard, and I was really young and nervous, but he always looked after me during those days and helped me as much as he could.
So, to answer your question, I'm doing this because I know for a fact he'd do the same for me. No questions asked. Of course. The people of Neon aren't going to heal themselves. You'll find the supplies on your ship. Hurry along before anyone suspects anything.
Maybe I should have just gone to Aquila City. Idiot's problem.
Picked up something you might be interested in. I have something for you when you have a moment.
Not quite opening day, but the Hitchin' Post aims to be the best damn bar in town. So how can I? Yeah, that's right. Been scraping together the money for months now. Got some help from my girl Alejandra too, but not as much as everyone's saying. I swear half the people in the city think I'm freeloading off her, which really burns me up, you know? Anyway, that's probably more than you wanted to hear. Let me know if there's anything else you need, yeah? Take your time.
I get all kinds in here. Rangers, traders, locals, tourists.
Welcome to Chunks. Please choose your chunks. Thanks for choosing chunks. Which chunks would you like today? I just serve the chunks. I don't make them. I'm happy to serve you.
Hi, how you doing?
Have things for you.
There's not enough to do around here.
Hello, and welcome to Terra Brew. How may I? Hi there. Welcome to Terra Brew. How can I help you? Certainly. Please take your time.
meet all sorts in Aquila City.
When you have a moment.
Rock might have some work for someone like you.
Another derelict vessel has been found. All hands aboard were dead.
We need to be smarter, better in the way we handle the ash stuff. Hey, how have you been? Staying out of trouble? Didn't I say it was all for a good cause? Things here have been, well, they're better. The ice has thawed a bit between me and Davis. We'll probably never be friends, but at least we're on speaking terms now. I think he finally appreciates the value of my research. I did, repeatedly. In fact, so much that he asked me to stop, so I apologize for that, repeatedly. In fact, speaking of Davis, I have to confess, I'm a little worried about him. In analyzing the recent data, I've isolated readings suggesting that someone is making patrols far more often than in the recent past. I don't have any direct evidence, but I know it's Davis. It's gotta be. I'm worried that everything I've inadvertently put him through is kinda, I don't know, pushed him over the edge, or at least a little too close to it. I have recognized that Davis has an emotional reaction to my presence. We're on speaking terms, but he still gets agitated. I don't want to make things worse. I'm better with statistics and circuits than I am with people. I've already made a mess of this situation. Do you think you could go speak to him? If nothing else, it would ease my conscience.
Aquila City's really the heart of the Freestar Collective.
Problem?
I can't believe Bailey did such a bonehead move.
Oh, brother. Why is it every time I see your face, I bet a headache's gonna follow shortly after? Mm-hmm. All broken up about it, I'm sure. So what can I do for you? I don't know whether I should be reassured that someone cares or creeped out that someone's watching me that closely. Ah, that woman, I swear, even though we've smoothed over most of the rough spots, she still manages to strike a nerve without even trying. I'm not quite sure if I'm being honest. It's a gut feeling. When we were out there and we found that robot, obviously that threw me for a loop. Still can't believe one of my own people will pull a stunt like that, endangering us all. But the more I thought about it, that whole episode doesn't account for some of the tracks I saw out there. Too large, too spread out. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. If there's a bigger Ashta out there, something meaner than what we've seen so far, I have to know. I tell you what, if you and Kiona are worried, why don't you just come with me then? Either I get an extra gun in a fight, or you get to laugh at the old man and say, I told you so. I'll give you a chance to gear up if you need it. And, maybe grab the biggest gun you got, just in case. All right. You know, Keone showed me her data. She's a clever kid. She's got a lot of things figured out.
We should make sure we're well. If you have any gear you want me to haul, I'm happy to help. Next stop, Cassiopeia, I assume.
No need to tell her I said that. Wouldn't want it going to her head. All right, here we are. Let's head this way. I remember a story from the first time I was here. I totally forgotten about it till recently. Every so often, we get independent types who think that they can succeed where everyone else has failed. Some of them stride off into the wilderness, certain that they're gonna make more credits than anyone in history. Mining, botany stuff, whatever. Warners just don't get through to them. Most of them don't come back. But this one time, miner from some corporation or other, he drags himself back into the city bloody and damn nigga. He seen the Ashton big as a house out there. The older guys all said he was delirious. And me, well, I was blue as anything, just listen to him. Now though, I'm wondering, maybe it wasn't just blood loss in the heat stroke. Maybe he really did see something. Maybe I should have come out here a long time ago. Shit, that's gotta be it. No matter what happens, you make it back to the city and tell them about this. You hear me?
Didn't even work. Nope. No. Stop that. I'm going to kill someone.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't think we were gonna make it through that. If you hadn't been with me, no way I'd be standing right now.
There's no way we could allow that to happen.
I mean, it does, and it doesn't, you know? We got out alive this one time. That's good. But this ain't gonna be the last time we have to deal with this. Now that we know these things are out here, we need to track them and keep them out of populated areas. And that plan is gonna need everybody. So, I'm gonna swallow my pride a bit here and ask you to go tell Keone what we found. Let her know that her data wasn't an error and that she needs to focus on it. Oh, don't worry about me. Thanks again for saving my ass.
behind on my work.
Davis should be more careful. The data shows the Ashta are more active. So, what happened? No, he didn't. There's no way Davis would say that, even if it's true. But it is true, isn't it? My data was accurate. You know, I was really hitting a point where I was starting to think maybe this was all a mistake. That I stuck my nose into something I shouldn't have. Davis was so certain they had everything under control that they didn't want or need my help. But they did, didn't they? Don't worry. I am sufficiently humbled. Well, for now. I need to get to work on this immediately. But while I've been sitting around, I whipped up a little something for you. I thought it was funny. Now that I'm giving it to you, I'm hoping it's not in really poor taste. Anyway, thank you. Again.
Everything good? We're here to help.
You have a nice day now.
You see, can't be that bad, can it?
Might be interested in.
I thought I was going to be fired for sure. But now I got a whole performance review plan.
Bailey's on thin ice. One more mistake and she's out of a job.
keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is to charge you for a thief.
Greetings, hello. Commencing item exchange protocols. Then my for now.
Hey, Captain. Where are we headed next?
My attention.
I picked up something you might be interested in. Every time I return here, I'm reminded of the importance of Constellation's contributions to exploration.
I'm so excited to see Tony after work.
You're out there a lot, right? In space?
Don't be nervous. You got this.
Want to challenge your instincts and hone those corporate skills? Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today. For our future tomorrow. Submit your application now at the nearest kiosk.
Sorry, but I need sign-off from the Interstellar Affairs office
FC
before I
is
can
no
send-
friend of you and me.
I don't really go for all this religion stuff. But I like talking.
Keep it moving.
Want to challenge your instincts and hone those corporate skills? Ryujin is hiring.
You're only as safe as your equipment out there.
But if you'd like to look better, you're in the right place.
As you can see, traffic is good. The sales keep climbing.
Hello and welcome to Terrible.
There are two
How may I serve?
locations in New Atlantis?
Yes.
Thanks for choosing
And
Terrible.
the sales in
What
the
can I get
fest
you?
Didn't dip at all when the
Certainly. Please take your time.
Listen, times change, but one thing's constant.
Mark my words. Someday, I'll be running the office of Avengers.
You've been gone a long time. Pardon? Need me to take a look at the ship?
Evening, ma'am.
Not sure if those maroon zealots live in space or got separated.
Captain, do you require my assistance?
We know when you're ready to launch.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
What can Reliant Medical do for you? Please state the nature of your medical emergency. Great. Thank you for all of your help. You really came through for me here. Things could have been bad if you hadn't come along. Here, take this. You've earned it.
Picked up something you might be interested in.
Welcome, off-worlder, to the Hotel Bulldog. Original.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor.
Each of our baristas undergoes enhanced training.
Hi there. Welcome to Terra. Hello, and welcome to Terra. Certainly. Please take your time.
I'd be making a fortune if they'd let us fish for cousin boss.
Rather be doing this than getting mixed up with the gangs.
Oh, it smells horrible down here. Oh, how can these workers stand the smell of rotten fish and goodness knows what else?
Trawl?
Website's changed.
Ready to eat? Hey there. Welcome to Off-World Eats. Feel like taking your taste buds on a trip around the settled systems? Well, thank you very much. My husband Lee and I have spent years sourcing the most interesting foods from other worlds. You can't find this type of cuisine anywhere else in Neon. We're very proud of our specialty menu. Lee Leonard. We've been together for almost 5 years. Couldn't have gotten this restaurant open without him. Visitors and transplants. That was the idea anyway. Turns out that our little niece has also created our biggest hurdle. In order for this business to work, we need an ever-evolving menu. To do that, we need to constantly source ingredients from across the settled systems. Ever since we sold our ship, it's been difficult. When we first arrived, we needed every credit we had to open the restaurant. We kept the ship, but our pockets were empty. Then the bills started piling up, and we had to shift from paying for jump fuel to just keeping the doors open. After a while, it was obvious that keeping a ship we can't even afford to operate was a waste of money. So we sold it. That's how we're operating right now. It's terribly expensive. La Tora, you're not here to listen to my life story. You're here to eat. Well, let me stop talking so you can take a look at the menu and dig in. So, what'll it be? Ah, not at all. We met on a Trident Starline's cruise around 8 years ago. I was a trained chef, and he was a nutritionist at Oishi. So we had a lot in common. We dated for a while, fell in love, and married only a year later. That's when we decided to pool our money and open this restaurant. It's not by choice. I can promise you that. The amount of money required to maintain a business around here is utterly ridiculous. It's borderline criminal. This space in the underbelly is literally all we can afford. It frustrates me to no end that we can't aim higher. But you know what? All that really matters is that we have a solid roof over our heads, and people seem to enjoy what we've brought to Neon. Not at all. Here you go. That would be so helpful. Thank you. What I need are any sort of exotic organic ingredients harvested from creatures or plants. Ah, I got him. Lee Leonard. We've been together for almost 5 years. We met on the Trident Starline's cruise and have been in love ever since. It's actually simpler than it sounds. If you've never seen it before and you aren't horrified to eat it, then bring it to us. If it's edible, I can make a dish out of it. Excellent. Oh, there's one important thing you should keep in mind. Be careful when you're collecting. It's not worth getting hurt trying to harvest ingredients from a particularly hostile life form. Come back soon. You're always welcome here, my friend.
If my shift goes long again, my girl is gonna kill me.
Oh, yes. Hello. Hello. I'm sorry if I sound rude, but would you mind coming back later? We're actually closed right now. I just forget to pull down the shutters. I'm afraid so, but I don't really want to talk about it right now. Perhaps another time, when I'm feeling up to it. Yes, of course. Please forgive a foolish old woman for forgetting her manners. By all means, take a look.
I'm sorry if I sound rude, but would you mind coming back later? We're actually closed right now. I just forget to pull down the shutters. Oh, you're so kind. I really appreciate what you're trying to do, but I don't feel strong enough to talk about it right now. Perhaps another time, when I'm feeling up to it. I'm afraid not, but come back tomorrow and perhaps I'll be strong enough to speak to you. Right now, I can't. I said I'd talk to you sometime tomorrow. Please, leave me alone. No trouble at all. I understand you're just trying to be kind.
Don't go causing trouble.
So, why did you drag me in here?
You said you wanted to buy something nice for your girlfriend, so here we are.
Do you think I've suddenly inherited a fortune? This place is way out of my price range.
Hey, you're the one that told me she has expensive tastes.
There's expensive, and then there's the Emporium. This place is in a class all by itself.
Yeah, I guess. Take a look around. If you find something, I'll help you out, okay?
Yes. Can I help you? Are you sure you're in the right place? You certainly don't look like one of our usual clientele. I cater to the high-end client. Affluent, intelligent, and successful. In Neon, that would be what we call the upper 10%. Yes, you're right. Of course. Of course. My apologies. Please forgive my disrespect. We have quite a few, shall we say, thugs that find their way into my establishment and create a disturbance. In fact, there's a particular Seoka member who calls himself Headlock, who repeatedly torments me by damaging my goods. The Seoka Syndicate, of course. I'm surprised you haven't run into any of them. They're a group of organized criminals who use threats and violence to push their own agenda. And honest people like me tend to suffer the consequences. They're based out of Neon, but no one is certain who runs the syndicate. Could be anyone. You mean kill him? Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't know how. I've never been terribly good at that sort of thing.
You don't seriously expect this person to go and pick a fight with a gang?
Anyway, I've already taken up too much of your valuable time. Was there anything else I could help you with? Oh, I carry all sorts of unique items from across the settled systems. Luxury products for the discerning buyer. I'm not one to boast, but my shop won me my position as Administrator Bayou's personal decorator. His penthouse is my pièce de résistance. Before I forget, I also pay top credits to travelers that bring me unique baubles and trinkets, so keep your eyes open as you explore the spaceways. Oh my goodness, that's such a relief. You have no idea. Thank you for accepting my offer. Headlock's quite a dangerous gentleman. I believe you can find him hanging out somewhere in Epside near Frankie's Grab and Go. No one knows. Seok are sleek, well-dressed mobsters. They aren't low-life gang members. Why they choose to hang out at a run-down little convenience store like that is beyond me. You say that, but Seoka aren't exactly pushovers when it comes to this sort of thing, so you better watch your ass. Anyway, that's really all I know. Head back here when you've taken care of the situation. Good luck. I believe he's a newer member of Seoka. They pulled him up out of one of the street gangs that crawl through our sewers. If you're wondering how I know about that, he boasts about it every time he comes in here. He's quite a large gentleman. I believe you can find him roaming the street somewhere in Epside near Frankie's Grab and Go. Look, if he somehow disappeared, you'd be doing everyone in Neon a favor. No one would miss him, no one would care. Please visit us again if you're in the market for luxury items.
Have things for you.
Behold, the Emporium, Neon's premier seller of all things incredible and exclusive. You fought hard to get to where you are. Here is Neon's best engineers and designers. Everything here for all your daily purchases.
Ryujin Industries.
Epside's a bad place for tourists these days.
You want to see how short my temper is?
Hope you're a paying customer.
Colors.
You lost, kiddo? Sure. I just don't get too many quality customers here. Most folks head over to Newell's or the Emporium if they've got the creds. I'd say less than half my customers are legit. The others are just kids up to no good. Yeah, well, make it quick. I ain't a fan of loitering. I had some high hopes for this shop back when my husband and I opened it a while back. These days, if you ain't a regular, you're usually trouble. Course, something happened. Ain't that always the case? Let's just say, those hopes died a long time ago, and there ain't no reviving them. Snacks, drinks, odds and ends, typical convenience store fare. Thought we'd snag a few of the Astro Lounge clubgoers who might want something to go on their way home. Turns out we were more appealing to the local gangs. And live in a UC? No thanks. Besides, I ain't about to let a few undesirables chase me away from what I've built here. I may not be on the main strip, but I make enough to keep me afloat. Lucky for me, my regulars are a devoted crew. Mostly tied up in those good-for-nothing gangs. Those disciples and strikers always fighting over who gets to run the place, and not giving a damn over whose lives they ruin. Solomon thought a small convenience store with cheaper prices would make a killing. Of course, the only killing made was when he got himself shot in a robbery. Now it's just me running this place, so you can see why I'm not a huge fan of strangers in my shop. Check it out. Never heard of them. Now, are you gonna buy something or just annoy me all day? How am I supposed to know where he is? I don't think so. You don't know what you're talking about. Look, I'd like to help, but... Come on, I'm trying to help here. You just won't give up, will you? Yeah, I know Headlock can't stand them. And I heard some of the other Sioka can't either. That boy doesn't know how to keep himself out of trouble. What'd he do this time? He's a customer. You're not here to interrogate me, so let's get back on track. Well, if any place should be terrorized, it may as well be the Emporium. In any case, if you're so desperate to find him, he and his friends are probably hanging out in Warehouse 4, somewhere near there. I gotta ask, what are you gonna do with him? I have no affection for him whatsoever. He's a good-for-nothing thug, and a boastful one at that. I wouldn't mind seeing him get smacked around and put in his place. But that doesn't mean I think he should be killed. Huh. How very noble of you. I certainly wouldn't go get myself killed on Tevin's account. Anyways, I got a shop to run. Are you gonna buy something or what? Come again.
And who do we have here? You here for business, or to get your head caved in? Is that so? I'm not just some low-life thug anymore. I'm with the Sioka now. You mess with me, you'll mess with the whole syndicate, and that won't end well for you. Oh yeah? Those are big words coming from a nobody. So go on, hotshot. Give me a reason why I should leave Tevin and his shitty little store alone. They realized I'm an asset, of course. I'm one of their best guys. I'm tough, dependable, and I make a lot of money for the Syndicate. You asshole. I told you I'm not someone to mess with. You should have showed a little respect.
Now you'll see what
Have anything valuable?
Side's a bad place for tourists these days. Areas come in.
Be careful if you run into those.
Here in Leon, you'll miss the
Be careful. We sell only the finest goods for the discerning customer. Oh my. Now that is a true relief. I thought I would never be rid of him. I'm not one to get involved with the rabble, so I'm glad you came along when you did. Thank you for your help. Come back soon. You never know what we'll have. For sale.
Have things for you.
Behold. The Emporium, Neon's premier seller of all things incredible, and enjoy one of our distinct coffee flavors.
If I have to eat fish for dinner one more time,
said I'd talk to you sometime tomorrow. Please, leave me alone. It was nice speaking to you.
Not sure how much longer I can survive doing this without you.
Has a full line of equipment and accessories.
Hey there. Welcome to Newell's. Well, I'll be. And all you had to do was talk to him? Meanwhile, I was so damn stubborn, I made this whole thing harder than it had to be.
Given you almost went blind, working with half a kilo of fish guts in your eye. Yeah, I'd agree.
And I'd still be wandering around that storage vat helpless, if not for you. Thanks for your help on this. The Merchants Alliance is finally united. I don't know if we'll ever get a fair shake in the city, but it's a start. I had to chase more zone heads out of it. I don't think they even knew what planet they were on.
They're just kids having fun.
Don't kid yourself, Rosa. Rory.
Newell's Goods has a full line of equipment.
Wondering what that smell is.
All right, let's get this crate into space.
have something for you when you have a moment. I wonder if any discovery reports have come in while we were away.
(3시 2분 49초) 여기까지. 방종 후 레이드는 외국인 스트리머.
Thorvarg. Thanks for watching. Bye and see my next stream. Thank you so much, my friends and viewers. End of my stream. And after I will raid Thorvarg.
모두 봐요.
Bye and CYA soon. Fenrir 2 bye.
시청해 주셔서 감사합니다. 물결표 사인 바이.
Thanks for watching. Tilde bye.